Hello everybody, I wanted to talk today about a fantastic tool in Plasticity that's becoming one of my favorites. But I'm not talking about Xnerbs, so stay tuned. Yes, Xnerbs, it's an awesome tool, but for now it's only available in the studio version. The tool I'm talking about is available in both the Indie and Studio versions of Plasticity. I learned my lesson on my last video when I claimed a feature didn't exist in Fusion 360 only to realize I was underutilizing some commands all along. So this time I'm just going to say I'm unaware of a feature like the one I'm talking about in this video. Of course, I appreciate any comments you have on the subject. Please help me stay accurate and chime in on the comments below. Also, a quick tip, if you're wanting to try out Plasticity for free, check my link in the description. And if you're purchasing the license, discount code RETBARON at checkout saves you 10% and also helps out my tiny
Teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
Oh, Himmy's channel? What a dork.
enough with the shameless plugs. As I mentioned, if you're interested in building models from engineering schematic drawings like I am, this is a must-have. Why? I'm going to show you a schematic drawing of an F16 that I previously modeled in Plasticity. I'm going to quickly illustrate the problem in converting two-dimensional sketches into three-dimensional shapes. And I think this is a good demonstration model because I find the F16 to be uniquely maddening to model. There's some confusing areas on this plane that I could not figure out without physically seeing the plane. First, I'll start by importing the plans. I don't know why, but Plasticity calls an imported object an empty, and it shows up here in your modeling view. And they're very easy to work with. Once I import them, I can manipulate it and scale it at will. Now I will draw a two-dimensional plan profile of the model, and once that is done, I want to import a side profile of the model and front profile if it's available. Sometimes you might even find drawings of formers at specific stations, but I've found them to be largely unreliable beyond illustrating the basic hoped-for shape, so often I'll just use them as a mental reference. Going to the right view, I will do the same thing here as I did on the top. I'll bring an image in and scale it to the correct size as the plan view. I will then draw a profile view, but what good is a bunch of two-dimensional lines? I could extrude both profiles, make solid bodies, and use a Boolean operation to create an intersecting body, but that just looks like a crude shape cut on a bandsaw. I have the outermost shape of the airplane in plan profile, but where exactly does that occur on the side, or some other feature that can be seen in both directions? In most cases, these aren't just flat lines. I can hit the number 1 key on the keyboard and attempt to edit points on my curve manually, and there is some control there to turn this curve into a three-dimensional line, but how can I maintain proper curvature? Well, let me show you. You've likely used the imprint command to project a line onto a sheet, and it's a powerful command in its own right. But the command can also be used to create a curve that represents the curvature of two distinct curves on two separate drawing planes. And it's super easy to use. I'm going to use the side profile, and using the image again, I'll draw another curve that gracefully follows the curvature of where I believe the side profile should exist. I'll simply select both lines and I'll hit the I for imprint, and bam! A curve appears that magically has the properties of both curves it referenced. Now this may seem overly simple, but use it a few times and you'll realize how powerful this tool can be. Now one tip on this new curve is that if you need to make any modifications to it, you will have to use the Rebuild Curve tool first in order to do so. Now this is a simple tool, but it's incredibly powerful for creating complex organic line work that can be used as the framework for your model for either lofting or using the Xnerbs function that I'll go over in a future video. And don't forget the Red Baron discount code to save you 10% on the software. If you found this video helpful, there will certainly be more just like it. Like and subscribe, or simply watch my next video here.